one thing I want as a public service announcement. You've stuck around this long. I'm gonna make it worth your time. I'm gonna let you know that little device preference checkbox that so many of you auto click. I do a lot of audits on accounts, a lot of looking at accounts, training, management, all that. I see this all the time. Be aware when you hit that device preference checkbox in the call extension, what that does is that does not force the call extension to only show on mobile.
Okay,
That does not mean
let's slow down. You're creating a call extension, so you create one, and then one of the options you have under advanced options, you have to click to advanced options, is device preference, and it gives you a box that you can check for mobile. That's it. Do you check mobile for your preference or do you not? A lot of people think it means one thing. Chris is going to set the record straight.
So what this checkbox does is it gives preference to mobile devices. So if Google is going to show on one device over the other, you get the same number of device impressions on mobile and computer. It's going to give a higher percentage to the mobile impressions when it shows the call extension. Now, this might be something that you want, and for a lot of people it may be perfect, but be aware. For example, B2B, if you get less mobile clicks because you're a B2B lead generation company and you click that checkbox, it might not show as often on a computer that's doing a search, which might be a detriment to your campaign because a computer might be a more qualified device for you to get leads from.
Yeah, more of your traffic naturally might come from searches on a desktop.
Yeah, I was just working with a company yesterday that they did services for restaurants, and we realized computer traffic was incredibly valuable for them. So this would have been a detriment to their campaign to have that turned on. So I think that is a very important distinction to make about the device preference.
Yep. Alternatively, if you know you want a lot of calls from the call extension and you don't necessarily care if it shows up on desktop or tablet, just showing up there, but you really want to get a lot of calls from the call extension on mobile, you can check that box and tell Google you'd like it to show up more often on mobile. But like it says, it will still show up on desktop and tablet. Just they know your preference is mobile. I think that's a lot of times we kind of have a problem with words that are used in the documentation and in the interface, or we think different words could be used better. But I think this is a perfect word here. The preference. They're literally asking you, what's your preference?
Yeah.
And you can tell them.